certain reflections on the present condition which we experience today. Especially I'm trying to discuss about two kind of temporal trajectories which always making serious impossibilities to for a liberative becoming. First one is capitalist linear temporal trajectory. Another one is Brahmanic karma temporal order. First one, these two are this capitalist temporal order and the Brahmanic temporal order. These two are very much figured in the suicide note of Rohith Vumula. Let me start from his suicide note. Maybe I was wrong all the while in understanding world, in understanding love, pain, life, death. There was no urgency, but I always was rushing. Why he rushed? You need to think seriously. And at the same time, he realized that there is no urgency to understand the world. That is an insight. But keeping that insight, also he forced to rush. That is because of the capitalist mode of temporal linear trajectory. He was the subject of, just like us, he was also the subject of capitalist linear temporal order. What is the process of that order? We need to think seriously. It's set three sequences. One is past, second is present, third is future. Rushing one to another or for always. This process always put some subject in a very privileged position without putting others at the same parallel. That means the privileged position of progress or the development of a subject in this order is made by the relegation of certain subject to demoted social positions or the demoted social planes. For example, when we think about this empiricism of this order, we can see that the European white man always figured as a progressed phase of this temporal trajectory. At the same time, his presence is created by demoting the Asia, Africa, and other places as primitive and underdeveloped. This is well articulated in the work of Jonas Fabian. He narrated the complexities of this process, how it is injusticeful, how it is unequal, how it is violentful, how it is always denial the covalentness, the mutual simultaneity, and always these things he developed in a very argumentative manner. In Indian context, Pradama take a interesting step in this regard. She said that Bengali Brahmins who follow the step of white master, they claim the privileged temporal position in this order by relegating Dalits, Muslims and Adivasis as primitive. This is a danger order. It is an order of hopelessness of hope. So, it is a hegemonic order. Next one also figured in the letter of Rohith. He clearly said that. Yes, it is a canonical. My birth is my fatal accident. The fatality, everybody know that. It is the core of karma theory. Fatalism is the core of karma theory. Karma theory is, and it always creating as a temporal order, which regulating the body of caste man and putting certain bodies in a relegated position. How it works, we need to think. Its fatalism is always making meaning. The presence being of an individual is determined by his past act. That means the present is the result of past. One may probably so there are two kind of stages in this, past and present. But in real sense, there is no present exists because the present is the repetition of the past. So it is a temporal fix. It is an acute temporal fix which always creating impossibilities. So this is another hegemonic temporal trajectory which Rohith clearly indicates. So he decided to step down from these both of these hegemonic orders. How he, that is why he done a dangerous act. Otherwise it is very difficult because its deadlock is very strong. So he committed that dangerous act from step down these hegemonic temporal trajectories. The tension, it is its act, dangerous act. It is not a death. It is a new birth. It is a becoming. That is the possibility, or it is an impossible possibility also, because most of them suffering from this acute temporal fix. The tension of this, the tension and impossibilities created by this trajectory or this order is very much visible in another poem which is written by Chandrasekhar. In 1994, Chandrasekhar wrote a poem on a suicide which happened in Hyderabad Central University. Sunita, one Dalit girl who fall with love another Reddy boy. When the Reddy boy negate her proposal for marrying, he committed that suicide. Based on that incident, this poem, there is a fellow called Chandrasekhar, he wrote a poem. The line of poem is that this was the to prove once she lived, here she committed suicide. That the presence of her is created by her complete corporal absence. His physical absence creates her presence. It is a dangerous situation. When we are living in the present, we are always pushing to past or demoted positions. When we are lost our corporal body, we are becoming present. Only spectre can present. That is the dangerous situation. We need to think seriously on that. C. Ayyappan, another short story writer, also wrote about this tension. One of his uh, short story, he his hero going to commit suicide. That time, the hero proclaimed that I am not committing suicide. I am going to born again. I am going to give birth to myself. This he is going to give birth myself means he has only one possibility for a becoming through only dismantling or trace outing or this eradicating his own body presence from the present. Interestingly, and our Marx call this linearly progressing time as revolutionary time. I don't know why he called that. Marx, not only Marx, the Hegel also called this linearly temporal progressing time or its order as revolutionary. It is a serious problem we need to take into consideration. So, in this situation, probably we might feel that it is an acute hopelessness. But when we go through Ambedkar, especially his certain works, which he wrote on Buddha and his Dhamma and other, he, rather than these dominant temporal trajectories or hegemonic temporal trajectories, he is suggesting a different kind of temporal order. Buddha, the core of Buddha's philosophy about being and becoming is fixed on two tenets. One is the relation and another is impermanence. He is saying that all objects, being, or all the object, subject, or object have a capacity to transform himself, not in a linear way. It is a clear criticism against the karma temporal order. It always makes a temporal fix. Probably one can find out these kind of possibilities in Islam, and one may possibly find interesting emancipatory temporal consciousness in continental philosophy also. For example, one of the work which talking about contemporaneity or the simultaneous existence is clearly opposing the hegemonic capitalist linear temporal order. So we have a hope today. That hope is created by the dangerous act of Rohith. So I would like to conclude this moment. It's the moment which we need to rethink about being and becoming very seriously. Jai Bhim.